welcome, seriously welcome to a John Legg fragrance review. I'm so pleased you've come to this channel. I'm so pleased you're at this review. This channel is free. You know what? There's no adverts, there's no paid promotions. This is just me, Johnny Legg, giving you an open-hearted, honest review. My privilege and my honour to share this hobby with you, and I thank you for your visit. So, the one that we're going to talk about now is kind of, it's kind of like, this one, I'll be honest with you, is very difficult to explain and to describe. So maybe I could start with telling you what people's reactions are when they smell it. Now, I always walk around with a bottle in my pocket of various different fragrances, and I say to friends, colleagues, neighbours and whatever, oh, can I spray you and get an opinion of what you think of this fragrance? And they all go, oh yes, Leggy, yeah. And I spray it, and with this one I say, right, okay, do not go anywhere near your skin for at least 10 minutes. And they say, why? I say, right, if you go near your skin, you will strip any hairs or any sensitivity that you've got in your nose. It is an absolute scorcher, this one. And because they're so intrigued by what I've just told them in terms of a warning, next thing you know, they're going like that, and then they're going, Leggy! And they're not too sure what day it is and what happened, and they're all over the place. And they say, what is it? And then I get a stream of complaints. I get it's too strong, it's too intense, it's too smoky, it's too sweet. And then they'll just go, Leggy, it's just too weird. And I'll say, I kind of warned you, you do have to wait for this one. Let me also tell you about one particular individual, hi Natalie, at work, one of my colleagues. When she comes into the parts department, now bearing in mind it's quite a big department and she's not nowhere near me, I'll hear her say, Leggy, you've got that headache one on again, and I'll say, oh, sorry Natalie, it won't happen again. Yeah, right. It's one of my favourites, so I guarantee it will happen again. But I'm sorry, Natalie, because she really absolutely detests this fragrance. It gives her an instant headache. Okay, I will go with you and I will say it's very not mainstream. It is very smoky, ridiculously sweet, and it is very, very, very weird. But do you know what? It's not just weird, it's wackily weird, if that's possible. And it's not an instant crowd pleaser, but I tell you, it is an instant crush. Mancera. You know, Leggy's talking about Mancera again. Roll those eyes. No. If you're prepared to put up with all those potential downsides, stay with me if you want something which is possibly one of the best Manceras and is possibly one of the most amazing fragrances that you can buy. So let's have a look and see what we got. Inside the box we get the pouch, we get a shot of the pouch, and we got the bottle, and there we go. Mancera Paris Instant Crush Eau de Parfum 120ml. Now this bad boy will cost you around about £140 normal recommended retail price. I got this unbelievably at £65 on All Beauty. I've noticed recently that it's gone up to £95, which is kind of what you expect to spend on this, about £100 for 120ml. So, okay, so if this is ridiculously strong, if it's ridiculously sort of smoky and sweet and weird, why on earth would anyone want to wear this? Stay with me. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you and say that you want to wear it because it develops into one of the most beautiful scents I've ever smelt. Okay. It doesn't start off there though. So, if someone was to say to me, how would you describe it in layman's terms? You know, basically, Leggy, what does the fragrance smell like? So imagine the scene. You get a piece of wood, and I don't just mean cheap pallet wood, I mean some quite quite exotic wood. You put it into a fire, an open fire, and it gets charred. Okay, it doesn't get totally burned, it gets charred. You take it out the fire, and then you pour some hot, melted white chocolate across this piece of wood. And that, realistically, is the kind of smell that you get from instant crush. All right, let's be slightly more technical than a piece of wood and hot melted chocolate. Right, there are a lot of notes in this one, but I'm going to try and pick out the ones that you will actually smell, because there's a lot of players and there's some big players. The saffron is on full tilt, that beautiful sweet spice. This is a saffron bomb, if you like. There's also a shed load of amber, and there's also a ton of vanilla. Yes, there's also a little bit of orange citrus, there's a little bit of bergamot, there's a little bit of oak moss, there's a little bit of rose, but those are just sort of supporting notes. You're not particularly going to pick those out, although they do help with this awesome mix. So, Instant Crush by Mancera. For the first half an hour, this is kind of a smoky chemical mess. But do you know what? After that, it settles down and you get this amazing scent trail coming off you whenever you walk somewhere, wherever you go somewhere. And after about the hour mark, people that smell it actually go, you see them follow you with the nose, and they actually say something like, you smell amazing, or I love that smell coming off you, or whatever. But it isn't an instant thing. I say when they smell it on the skin, I will agree with them. It's weird up close. Okay, it's so much better in the air. Okay, it projects nicely, and let me tell you about the performance. Because on my skin, my average non-oily, non-dry sort of medium sort of skin, I get a solid 7 hours comfortably. I've constantly been able to smell it and it coming trailing off me, so people actually sort of say something about the fragrance I'm wearing. After 7 hours, it doesn't completely become a skin scent, but between the 7 hour and the sort of 10, maybe 11 hour mark, my body has to just warm up a little bit for me to get another little whiff of it. Okay, but I mean, in terms of a skin scent, it's there the next morning. In terms of if you get it on your clothes, I must have put some on my wrist, caught my cuff of my jumper, and it's been washed about 4 times. And trust me, if you go up close to that cuff, you can still smell Instant Crush. Now, the other thing with this is I do understand that a lot of people, when they first smell it, they go, "Ooh, that's a bit like Mancera's take on Baccarat Rouge 540." And I say, whoa, whoa, whoa. It may start off a little bit like Baccarat Rouge 540, but it develops into its own fragrance. And I would also say it's not the same as Baccarat Rouge 540. It shares the same vibe. It's of the same category of fragrances, but it's not the same as Baccarat Rouge 540. So this stuff starts off with a very, very smoky, intense, almost woody sort of fragrance. And then it develops. Now, the major development in this one is when the vanilla sort of bubbles up to the surface. And this vanilla is wow. I mean, it's the creamiest ever vanilla. And as soon as that touches the saffron and the sort of the amber, the whole lot just explodes off your skin, and it gives, oh man, you've got to buy this one. I'm seriously recommending you buy this, because it is the most amazing explosion coming off your skin. All right. It really, really is. Now, I'm into Mancera anyway, so I'll always big Manceras up, but not all of Mancera's I would big up as much as this one. Instant Crush, for me, gets the job done. I get people talking about it when I'm wearing it. not always good. Sorry, Natalie, but I get people talking about it when I'm wearing it, and you know what? You get that shininess on your skin. You know it's going to last, and it seriously does. So in terms of performance, solid. Now I'm told that there was a screw cap version. I'm talking to you about the magnetic cap one, which is the current one, because that's the only one you can buy. You might be able to find the screw cap, the previous version, on eBay, but this is the one that you can actually buy at the moment, the magnetic one. And people say it's been reformulated and whatever. I am still completely and utterly satisfied with the current Instant Crush. 7 hours of constantly, pretty much that's all you can smell. 7 hours, and a very good scent memory trail. So, why would you wear something that's so weird? It's because weird on this occasion really works out. Let it develop, don't go up close to it, let it develop, and it becomes the most beautiful scent you've probably ever smelt. Okay, right, I've got a bit serious towards the end. Come on, Leggy, keep it fun. So yes, I would definitely recommend 100% Instant Crush. Get it into your collection. Check the prices though. Get the best price. So I really appreciate you coming to this channel. And I'm sorry it's a long video, but this is another love of mine, Mancera. Love Instant Crush. So I'm sorry I just go on about it forever. So take care. Thumb me up if you would. Subscribe if you would. And spray fragrance every day. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.